my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
11.
Give these tracks. Let's go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. A little juke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody he just...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, let's get in that hole. Check.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey.
They'll run for it with Connor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Black 20. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Black 80. 54. Come on. Slam. Easy, easy. 8.
Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
There's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 22.
Like 80. 54. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Alert, alert. Give me 2. Check, check. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Don't face it. Easy, easy.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Solomon Thomas able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. It's caught by Sanders. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
21. Hey, orbit.
Garoppolo now. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
Hey, let's go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 55. You don't know no better.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And his pass incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
65. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
No.
Flush to his right. He can run for it. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Check it out, Reed. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check the backer, check the backer. Watch twist, watch twist. Flag.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 83 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, Haywood. Hey. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 2nd and 15 now, Roethlisberger.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, high 7.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dee Ford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He got 29 yards that time.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Wait. 55's my guy. 50. Hey, wahoo!
Garoppolo on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm going back to you. Switch.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The end result, 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Well, fellas, here we go. Hey, Charlie. 55's my guy. 55.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
55. You don't see me in your nightmares, son. You don't.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Ben, on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They go play action here on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
21. Here we go. Mike,
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
11.
Mike, 55. Check. 50.
Hey, orbit.
Rip left. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
I got you.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Hey, Echo. 2.
6-man.
2.
Check cross.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Sanders. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. 1st down.
Here we go. 180.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
55.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
I got this. Hey, gun.
55. Hey, eat. Your track. Check. 50, man.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger complete to Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Jack 16. Hey, alert. Hey, Delta.
Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 47 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Steelers 24, 49ers 21. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here's Edmonds. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on second and 8. Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. D. Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alert! Hey, Haywood!
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D Ford in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Easy. Hey, nice 7.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll go for it with Edmonds. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
13. I got this.
I got this.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They run again with Breida. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do?
The ball and things are working and clicking.